Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, where you at?
Yeah, been in your rapping boys out here telling fakes. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting no fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali.
There we go.
One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little block on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shut up, man. Chat, real shit. That's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sample. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames.
Oh, arthritis.
Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed, yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Good evening. Susanna, thank you for stopping in, my sister. Wheelchair John, thank you, my brother. Sliding counter. Oh, I got the volume on this one too. Susanna, thank you for stopping. There we go. We straighten that out. Let me go fix this one here. Make sure we don't have the volume on there. We're worldwide over here. We're on 3 screens, and today this is on the 154-pound division, the super welterweights, junior middleweights, whatever you want to call them. They're the hottest division in boxing. I put together a quick 40-question trivia contest, and I thought it would be a little fun because it seems like everywhere I'm going on YouTube is drama-laced channels here, and I'm a boxing man. I only care about boxing, and maybe 3 people and a dog, and we'll get a few people slip in here, and we'll start this whole contest up. I think this is going to be a. I'm not muted, am I? Nah. You cats can hear me, right? Music's not overpowering. Please hit the thumbs up when you come in. Man, I had to go. I had to go to a funeral today. It was a weird funeral. It was on the guy's beach. They sprinkled his ashes on the water, and the dude was like my friend from high school, like up until last week. And we did so many things together, man. So many things. Hitchhiked all over the place back in the day. I mean, I was with him when he got his first piece of ass. It was, it's funny how as we age, that the herd gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and damn, it's like I'm looking at these friends of mine I went to school with, and they're all old men and old ladies. Even the women, they're not the hotties that they used to be, and it's like, wow, let me look in the mirror, because I'm not either. But it was a slap in the face. Reality slapped me in the face and just told me, just keep maintaining another day, one day at a time. And it's cold here too, man. Are you kidding me? It's 63. Last week was 93. It's nuts in this world, man. People who say that climate warming, global warming is only a myth. Come around here. That's called ice cream cake. And I fortified that with some diamonds. Very nice. Very, very, very relaxing. Indica dominating. Very cool smoke. And see, I was over at my friend Just Dude's boxing channel a little while ago. And he's talking about the 154-pound division. He's talking about different fighters. And you can just keep naming fighters. I mean, if you were a contender at 154 today, you could just put all those names on a dot board. Throw a dot, and anywhere you land is going to be a good fight. I mean, dude, you got Sebastian Fundora. Only unfortunate thing about 154-pound division, a lot of fighters briefly stopped at that weight class, and not a lot stayed there. Well, I guess that's kind of true. But man, while they're there, you know, I'm a man of the moment. While they're there, we got some awesome stuff. Hey, CJ Rich, brother, thanks for stopping by, my man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you coming in here, bro. Thank you much, man. And you're now part of the team, my man. Much love. I mean, damn. Sebastian Fundora, the freak of the world, a 6'5.5" monster going out there, getting in the pocket. Talk about exciting. He may get knocked out. He's been knocked out. He may knock you out. We got the old DOG man, Keith Thurman, coming out of retirement, taking on Fundora. I mean, there's just so much happening in 154. We just had a Zayas crowned as champion a week or two ago. Extra spicy. It's just a great division. And as I was shooting names out to Just Do, and he's going back on me. You know, OG, that fight may happen. And even like when I first got into this YouTube, probably about 2020, Jaron Boots Ennis, Virgil Hill, they were fighting at welterweight. They were both young, maybe 6-0, 8-0 fighters, and I could see that these guys are they're moving on that Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard pace. You know, they're just they're gonna get together. They're gonna meet in a mega fight down the road, and voila, here we are. We're 5 years later. And we're still waiting for it, but eventually, if they just keep winning, if they keep if they stay on the winning track, and even if they don't, man, 154, somebody like Turkey Al-Sheikh, can you imagine the tournament he could put together at 154? Hey, Talib, how we doing, brother? Thanks so much for stopping by, my man. And if you're going to be here for, see me, when I go to channels on YouTube, I stay there for 10 minutes. I go somewhere else. I don't have any false sense of fucking any false sense of whatever that anybody's gonna stay here for the whole trivia show. But if you are, bro, try a couple of the questions. You got a 25% chance, and they're fun, man. This trivia is fun. I give gummies away, but unfortunately the weather right now, if it stayed like this, it'd be no problem. But the weather we've had all summer, the freaking things melt in transit. I send them to you, and you're gonna get a pack of goo. So I gotta kind of hold off on that a little bit. But if you're persistent enough and remind me down the road, no problem. Hey, my brother Soul Rebel, salute to you, my man. Soul Rebel knows the 154-pound division. How can anybody not in boxing today? And not just today. It goes back, man. It goes back to the freaking glory days of boxing. I mean, I remember seeing Julian the Hawk Jackson, Mike McCallum, Tommy Hearns, probably the best 154-pounder of all time, man. But I'll see if I get when I get like 7 or 8 people in here, I'll stop the contest. I don't want to do it too early when there's nobody in here. Won't be any competition. Thurman and Virgil. I mean, dude, there's not a bad fight to be made in the fucking division. I want to see that Bakhmarov, the guy who beat Tim Tszyu. I want to see him back in action. Of course, we want to see Virgil, man. I mean, there's just so many great fights to be made there. Xander Zayas just won a title. That could be a blast right there. Speaking of a blast, excuse me while I indulge. Hey, brother L Dub, man. Always a pleasure, bro. Thanks for stopping by, man. The 154-pound division. Is there a better division right now, L Dub? And what's on the horizon? Is there anybody in this division right now that could hang there and freaking unify the division, become undisputed at 154? Somebody like Turkey Al-Sheikh have the money to put together a tournament where you can get these interpromotional fights going. And it all boils down to money. That's why, Don King got that injunction against Michael Hunter. And I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised to see. Don King's birthday is in 2 more days. He's 93 years old. Is he 93 or 94? I don't know, but his birthday's in 2 days. And he just may have a birthday present. He may take $1 million step-aside fee to let Michael Hunter fight Big Baby Miller. And then put on his pull-off, the so-called heavyweight title fight with Pulov. You met Jermaine Taylor, man. I was watching Kelly Pavlov's beatdown of Jermaine Taylor yesterday on YouTube, man. Whew, what a fucking back and forth action fight that was, man. Hey, I would give him his just due, man. Give him his roses. I'd love to get a man like that and talk to him. I mean, Jermaine Taylor had some serious problems too, man. This guy was he was in hostage situations with the kidnapping, the crazy shit that went down. I mean, talk about mental illness. Jermaine Taylor's a freaking front runner. But I'm gonna throw a couple of these questions up there, man. 2-time middleweight champion. Oh yes, man. That's a Hall of. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. Easy enough to find out, but if he's not, he definitely should be considered down the road, especially when we have these slow years like we had last year, where they feel like they have to put 5 boxes in there, five current boxes. They got to look at the guys like Jermaine Taylor. The Marlon Stallings, the Iran Barkleys, the guys who were passed over on the first ballot. Give them another look-see. Excuse me. Well, I got another format too. If you cats come in here, if any of my regulars, well, that's all I kind of get. I look for new customers, new people to come in, new subs, man. I looked at my sub count today. I think I was down 4 subs from last week. It's like, what the heck? But I found a new format in my my trivia. What do you call it? My trivia program that I use to put the show on, the service that I buy. I'm trying a little different one now. Oh yeah, Marlon Starling, man. That's Marlon. That's another picture I got right behind me of Marlon Starling. And I met him. He had a stack of them. I think I was the only guy who bought one at the whole event. But man, Marlon, and right now Marlon's in rough shape. I don't get an answer when I call him anymore. And the last people I know who talked to him, they said he was, getting pretty bad. But man, what a fighter! And if that man's not worth a look-see during a slow year of Hall of Fame balloting, there ain't nobody out there. But I mean, you look at some of his fights with Mark Breland, his fights with Lloyd Hunnigan. Even his losses with Donald Curry, who was considered pound for pound best in the world at the time, man. Yep, very, very down to earth. I had breakfast with the guy, met him, hung around with him for a little bit. I had him on my show. He couldn't get the internet thing down, so he had to do it over the phone. And I was even going to get him a computer because I was hanging out with some cats, and we were trying to get laptops for legends. But none of these guys, these guys were kind of slow to it. We got a few of them out there, but we wanted to get Marlon Starling one, wanted to get Leon Muhammad one. I mean, all these dudes who are so would make such great conversationists and panel people, and even Marlon. We even got Marlon set up with a channel, and he did it about 2 or 3 times, and he couldn't figure it out anymore. He didn't want to do it anymore. I haven't even looked at it in about a year. But anyway, man, Marlon at 154. He didn't even make a run at 154. He kept that welterweight, and then he went up to 160, and he fought Michael Nunn, and Michael Nunn beat him rather easily. And it was like, why didn't you go to 154, Marlon? I mean, he was in that era where the guys like McCallum were there, and Terry Norris, and oh man, great stuff, man. Okay, bro. Hartford, Connecticut. That's only about 100 miles from me, man. I'm in Rhode Island, and when I go to New York, always go through Hartford. Go see my old insurance company out there when I had grudge with them when you had to deal with it in person. But that's Marlon Starling, Willie Pep. That's some boxing legends in that city, brother. Let me do another hit. Even though we only got a few people in here, what are you gonna do? This is YouTube, man. I don't get why people don't want to come in and play trivia. A lot of people think they're gonna be embarrassed in here. They tell me that, I go play it afterwards and nobody's played it. They don't so much as say it, but they kind of say it without so many words. It's like, I don't want to be embarrassed. There's no embarrassment here, bro. This is fun shit. I mean, look at how easy this first question is going to be. Let's see if we can bring it in here and get this bad boy counting down here, and we'll get this game started. 49-second countdown. That gives you a chance to roll a quick one up. Hey, CJ, bro, I never in a million years, when I first got on here, not even when I first got on here, when I first found YouTube, I'm watching some shows, and some of these clowns, I'm like, wow, these guys are pretty good, man. This is interesting stuff. And then, anybody can get on here and do it, and they say, oh, Bruce, you got to get your own channel. You got to get your own channel. And I'm like, I couldn't wait, man. Are you kidding? I used to do this in college. I was an intern at WBCN, at CNB, a lot of stations in Boston. I did a lot of reporting on the street. Anyway, who was the first undisputed super welterweight champion in boxing? 1, was it Oscar De La Hoya? 2, was it Julian Jackson? 3, was it Jamel Charlo? Or 4, was it Canelo Alvarez? The first undisputed at super welterweight. Every question in this game is super welterweight. So let's see. And most of them are going to be pretty easy, especially you cats who are YouTubing it now, because this is what we do. Computing the answer. The window's closed. Let's see what the answer is. 100%. Bango, Julian Jackson, sliding counter. This is a pretty cool program here. A little different than the other one I used, but definitely a little more colorful. Technology. You gotta put the whole name in there, or you gotta put the number in there, CJ. All right, next question. 8 seconds. Okay, I see how this is going here. Hey, brother Cornbread, salute my man. What up, my man? What up? Which boxer defeated Shane Mosley to capture the WBC Super Welterweight title in 2003? 1, was it Vernon Forrest? 2, was it Winky Wright? 3, was it Ricardo Mayorga? Or 4, was it Fernando Vargas? Cornbread, my brother. Thanks for stopping in here, my man. But I know this is kind of like me and the gaming channels. I don't belong there, but I just hang on, give them a thumbs up, say hello, puff a bong with them. The correct answer, rolling winky right, sliding counter, and cornbread. Cornbread comes in, kicks ass. Look at this, man. If you want to go sub to a good stoner, my friend out there, go sub to cornbread. He just smokes reefer, farts, burps, whatever other emotions come out, but he has a fun channel. I go there all the time. Hey, Iceman, how you doing, brother? Another gamer. In which year did Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight Oscar De La Hoya at super welterweight? 1, was it 2008, 2, 2007, 3, 2006, or 4, 2005? Mega fight, the richest fight at its time, broke the bank. Everybody wanted to see it. What year was it? Stoners won't remember this one. I don't. It's computating or computing, whatever you want to call it. I love this new program. 2007. Nobody else wanted to take a chance. I ate today. What did I have? Oh, my old lady made these air fryers. She takes the chicken breast, cuts it up into cubes, breads them up, puts them in the deep fryer. Better than chicken McNuggets. So good, man. Red Bliss mashed potatoes with the skin on, and peas and carrots frozen, but they were good. A Caesar salad and a little blob of frozen yogurt for dessert, man. I lived a high life. Next question. Who did Jermell Charlo defeat to become the undisputed super welterweight champion in 2022? There's my man, Crush the Legend out there. 1, was it Tony Harrison? 2, was it Jared Hurd? 3, was it Erickson Lubin? Or 4, was it Brian Castano? Thanks for stopping by, Crush, brother. Crush is another boxing cat, man. He does them early in the morning, sometimes before I even get up. But he's got a great guy to wake up to, man. Get your boxing fix for the first thing. Okay, who did he defeat, man? The window's closed. If you didn't put your vote in, you're out of luck. The correct answer, Brian Castano. Talib, sliding counter, Crush. The three cats with the right answer. See, these are going to be questions that you guys are going to dig because they're all pretty much right on. 9 a.m. now. Oh, 9 a.m. I'm always up at 9 a.m. Sometimes I'm chasing the old lady around. I got the morning wood at the old age, bro. Especially if I do a testosterone shot. But 9 o'clock, I'm good. That's why when I came back from my walk today, you were still on. I was like, wow, this guy's been cooking today, man. Brian Castano. The next question coming right up. Which legendary puncher held the WBA light middleweight title from 1987 to 1990? 1, was it Mike McCallum? 2, was it Julian Jackson? 3, John Mugabe? Or 4, Donald Curry? This one, you got to remember a little bit. You got to go back about 25, 30 years. And who the hell was it? Iceman, you too, my brother. Peace. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. Gets the word out. Gets me on different pages. People come in, they dig what I'm doing. They sign up, and bango, we get the education going on. Julian Jackson, couple of cats guessed. Mike McCallum, good guess, man. Over here, 87 to 90. Every question is specific to the time and date stamp on there. So if you cut and paste this and Google it, you're gonna catch this Julian Jackson. XV did that, blah, 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 whatever. Shout out my brother. Thank you so much for stopping by, my man. Crush. Much love, brother. What's the weight limit for super welterweight division in professional boxing? Everybody's gonna know this one. 1, is it $160? 2, is it $154? 3, is it $1.50? Or 4, is it $147? What is the weight limit for super welterweight or junior middleweight?
we know what to do to brighten up our mood. We start grooving, yeah. We start grooving, y'all. Started with the drum.
The correct answer, 150. Dude, I can't believe you guys are joking, aren't you? 154. Next question. Well, if you got it wrong, you'll never get it wrong again. That's the beauty part about these trivias, man. It's all in fun. Sometimes you big fingers and a little keyboard. That's a thing that always happens on here. But even if you got them wrong, one thing I noticed, people tell me I got it wrong, but I'll never get it wrong again. It's in my head, OG. I'm like, hey, that's as it should be, as it should be. Next question. Who knocked out Fernando Vargas in 2002 to win the WBA light middleweight title? And this was a great fight too. One was at Shane Mosley, 2 was at Oscar De La Hoya, 3 was at Ike Corte, or 4 was at Felix Trinidad. This was the glory years of the junior middleweight division. All these guys, they're all in there and they're all fighting each other. So this is going to be a kind of a tough one. You're going to have to really think hard. 2002, Caesar's Palace. Windows closed. Oscar De La Hoya. The rest of you cats didn't even want to take a guess. Talib took a good money guess there. But the correct answer, and you know the funny thing is that all these guys fought each other. They all banged each other out here in this crazy fucking 154-pound division. Let me do another blast. We'll get right to the next question. Which fighter handed Tony Harrison his first professional loss? 1 was it Willie Nelson, 2 was it Jermell Charlo, 3 was it Erickson Lubman, or 4 was it Austin Trout?
It's showing up the old time. Cause the people make you smile. Cause the song is so worthwhile.
This one, all you YouTube veterans will get this one, no problem.
Started with the drum.
The correct answer, Willie Nelson. Sliding counter. A lot of guts, sliding counter. He don't care if he gets it right or wrong. He's going to play it. Usually the first answer that comes in your head is right. If you start to second guess yourself, then you're going to not quite get it. Which Cuban boxer won the WBA interim super welterweight title in 2019? 1 was it Yordenis Ugas, 2 Luis Ortiz, 3 Guillermo Rigondeaux, or 4 Estelande Lara? The WBA interim super welterweight title in 2019. Whew, that was a head rush too. Speaking while holding in the potent cannabis smoke. I even forgot where I was for a minute. But what's the correct answer in here, man? See, L-Dub, if he stick around, he'd ace this game. My man, sliding counter, Estelande Lara. Good one, brother.
Michael Nepomuk.
I can fine tune this to make the game run faster. And I didn't do that because I didn't know you could. But now that I know you can. Who did Jared Hurd defeat to unify in the IBF and WBA titles in 2018. 1. Jamal Charlo. 2. Esterlande Lara. 3. Brian Castano. Or 4. Austin Trout. Jared Hurd. Who did he unify the titles with? Sliding counter. All right, we're going to take a short break. It's the, I'm going to open the leaderboard, display the leaderboard. I'll see what the leaderboard looks like on this one. Okay, look at that. It's in purple. Sliding counter in first place with 8 correct. Talib Cunningham has got 4. Crush came in, dropped the bomb with 1, and same with XV Dida. Is that right? I gotta learn how. I wish we could speak our names in here, but I'll just call you XV, so I don't fuck it up. But we'll get back to the game, starting with question Question 11 coming up in just a few seconds. See, I said skip to the question. I don't know why I didn't skip to it. Which British boxer challenged for the WBO super welterweight title in 2014? 1, was it Liam Smith? 2, Kell Brook? 3, Chris Eubank Jr.? Or 4, Amir Khan? The WBO super welterweight. Everything on here is super welterweight. This one, it wasn't long ago. If you remember the unsuccessful challenge, and who the hell was it that he it was the guy who fought the guy that had the positive PED test. Damn, I can't think of his crazy name. Usyk, I think it was. And the correct answer is it Kell Brook? Yeah, Kell Brook is the correct answer, number 2. See, I'm even having a tough time reading how this is. One is in green and one is in red. So what's the, how do you even tell if it's the correct answer? I don't get this fucking things a little over here, man. Who did Felix Trinidad defeat in 2000 at super welterweight before facing Bernard Hopkins? 1, was it Shane Mosley? 2, Oscar De La Hoya? 3, Fernando Vargas? Or 4, David Reed? Yes, you know. Now, how does this tell you? Because last one I looked at and I couldn't see who got the right answer. It looked like they were both the right answer, or were they both the wrong answer? I don't. That was like weird. Let me see how this one. Let me see how this one ends here. But the window's closed. All right. Is it Fernando Vargas, or is it? Who does Felix Trinidad defeat? Which fighter was known as the Body Snatcher and held a super welterweight title? Everybody should be knowing this one. But I'm not sure about this program I got here because I can't tell what the correct answers are. Is the correct answer the one that's in red or in green? I'm only going to know it when I go look at the score. Like, because we know the body snatcher. We all know who that is. That should be 100% on this one. Just passed away recently. It's in green. Okay, green. So why was the other? Why is the other? Oh, I get it. Red's the wrong answer. Okay, green's the right answer. Ah, I see now. I just figured out the freaking thing. Let's see if I can figure this. Which Argentinian boxer fought for the WBO super welterweight title in 2011? One, was it Sergio Martinez? Two, was it Marcos Mariana? Three, Lucas Matesi? Or four, Carlos Baldemar? Hey, my brother Blue Hustle, man. Salute, my man. Welcome to my Monday night trivia. 154 pounders. Take a few stabs at it, brother. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for stopping by. Which Argentinian boxer fought for the WBO Super World title in 2011? Which one was it? Martinez? Yes, it was. Sergio Martinez. Sliding counter. First guy on it, man. Let me do a hit. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water too, man. I see all my friends dying all around me. Number one thing to do, if it costs nothing, hydrate your organs. Drink plenty of water, especially in this weather. This crazy weather too. You're going to be dehydrated. You're going to feel hydration. So drink a lot of water. Thank you, Blood Boxing, for this water drinker I got here, man. Who gave Jamel Charlo his first professional loss? One, was it Vanes Mediorison? Two, Tony Harrison. Three, Jared Hurd. Or four, Austin Trout? Vanes Martirosyan. Who was it? Who gave Mel his first professional loss? And this was contested for the 154-pound. I think it was the IBF title. Or was it WBC? I'm not sure. That was when there was three of them. Now there's four of them. It's even more confusing. But tough Tony Harrison. Talib and Sideshow, the first two on it. I think that gummy I did was kicking in. Feeling nice and mellow over here. Next question coming up. How tall is Sebastian Fundora? One, is he 6'6"? Two, is he 6'5"? Three, is he 6'5.5"? Or four, is he 6'4.5"? This is according to Wikipedia and BoxRec. So this is where I got their height. So how tall is the giant Sebastian Fundora, the towering inferno? 6'6", 6'5", 6'5.5", or 6'4.5"? What do you think? The correct answer, 6'5.5". Nobody got that one. You can Google it. It was just one of those. Stuck it in there when there was a dumb question I had to pull out and push in. Next one will be coming up very shortly. Shorter than you think. I found a little button here that I can just press to bring it up there. Save a few seconds. Who did Jenison Rosario defeat in 2020 to become the unified super welterweight champion? One, is it Tony Harrison? Two, Julian Williams. Three, Jamel Charlo. Or four, Jared Hurd? Jenison, I thought it was Jellison. Jenison? Bananas, we call him. But remember when he was unified? We thought he was going to go all the way. Oh, then he got that body shot from freaking Charlo and did the dead snake impression. But who did he defeat to become unified? Which one of these cats? Another time hey Daniel, salute my brother. Another time the division was exciting, but it was Julian J. Rock Williams. Sliding counter's kicking ass in here, man. What question are we on? I don't even know. That's why I got to The other program told me the question. This one doesn't. So the next one we'll take a look at the score. Rolling with the punches is here. Look out. Salute my brother Roland. Salute. Okay, so question number 18. So we still got two more. Look at the scoreboards. Which former Olympian captured the WBO junior middleweight title in 2019? 1, was it Tim Tszyu? 2, Patrick Teixeira? 3, Demetrius Andrade? Or 4, Brian Castano? The WBO, another WBO junior middleweight champion out there. Roland, what are you doing tonight, bro? Smoking a little herb? Like me? I was at a friend of mine's house today, man. The guy's 70 years old. He died. One of my best friends growing up. He died of fucking alcoholism, man. He drank himself to death. You know, he was my I used to go bar hopping with him when we were younger, even when we were like in our before I quit drinking. But the shit got to him. He couldn't go to work. He had to have those little nips with him. And man, when he told me that the doctor told him he only had months to live and not years to live, and you know what I mean, fucked up. But that's a nasty habit, man. If you can avoid the alcohol, put her down. Or don't abuse it anyway. Drink it sensibly. But Demetrius Andrade, the correct answer is Patrick Teixeira. Patrick Teixeira, Brazilian Olympian, captured the WBO junior middleweight title in 2019. Demetrius Andrade, Tim Tszyu. Well, anyway, the correct answer, old Patrick. He didn't have it long either. In fact, just recently he came back. He was looking good in the middleweight division, came back as an opponent. Who the hell did he fight? He got beat. But we thought he was going to do something. Oh, man, I got this damn thing on freaking pause. Okay, sorry. I'm saying, how come the clock's not moving? Because I don't have the damn game on. Tim Tszyu was evaluated to the status of full WBO super welterweight champion after the belt was stripped from who? 1, once again, the aforementioned Patrick Teixeira. 2, Jermell Charlo. 3, Daniel Gailey. Or 4, Brian Castano. The Tim Tszyu. I mean, every champion around is an email champion these days, you know? It's like you can't even say, oh, you're an email champion. Well, so is blah, 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 too. So it's like, yeah, you're right. They're all. Ever since Ken Norton was the email WBC heavyweight champion. Everybody got this one right. Sliding counter. Coming on here, making a statement, man. We'll be taking a look at the scoreboard in a second just to rush. You know, man, it's getting so freaking cold. What is it out there? Let me take a look at the temperature. I gotta pop up. I hope this doesn't take me out of the screen. Holy crow! It's 61 degrees out there right now. This is August. This is supposed to be hot weather. I got the window shut. I'm ready to see if I can go find one of my winter hats. My head is getting cold. Who was known as Terrible and held multiple belts at super welterweight? 1, was it Terry Norris? 2, Simon Brown. 3, Julian Jackson. Or 4, Buddy McGirt? Man, all of these guys in that era. But which one did they call Terrible? And I'm not talking about my brother Tim Witherspoon. I should have called up Timmy too to see if he wanted to play this game tonight. But like I said, I threw this thing together in less than 2 hours, and I ate too. So this is how much I love boxing, and I love something besides gossipy bullshit channels and talking about the same old shit. Something a little different to break up an hour of your time. You know, what's better than this? Terry Norris, number sliding count. All right, man, we're gonna take a quick look at the leaderboard. And man, we know sliding count has been coming in here, and I mean he's just this is like Mike Tyson going through the heavyweight division in 1986, 87, and 88. He's got 16 correct answers out of 20. Talib's got, I mean, all these guys are in a distant second, but I appreciate everybody coming in here. And see, I should be able to divide this up differently. We're not in here to play no fucking, it's not a competition, it's a blast, but sliding counter, he's taking the game seriously here, man, you know? He ain't playing games, son. Let's go to question number 21 here. Which fighter beat John Mugabe in 1986 to win the WBC light middleweight championship? I think the WBC is the super welterweight, but who beat John Mugabe? 1, was it Wilfred Benitez? 2, Mike McCallum? 3, Dwayne Thomas? Or 4, Davey Moore? Hey, Just Frank, my brother. Salute, bro. Salute. Rascal out, my man. Yeah, Rascal. You aced this show, bro. You're here for the second half, my man. I got 40 questions. Sliding counter. He's going through this division. He's going through this contest, man. You know. It's like David Tour in his first 20 fights. The correct answer, Dwayne Thomas, knocked him out in the first round. It was like, it's like, what happened to the beast? Blood Boxing, Fistiana, they made this tumbler for me. I use it every day. It's like weird. I drink water, nothing but water. I awake today. They wanted to have a toast. They wanted me to do a couple of shots. I said, nah, guys. Who did Wilfred Benitez defeat in 1979 to win the WBC light middleweight title, the WBC super welterweight title? Who did he defeat? 1 punch knockout. 1, was it Maurice Hope? 2, was it Davey Moore? 3, was it Carlos Santos? Or 4, was it Ayab Kayuli? Right you are, Rascalot. They say this is going to happen to Bud Crawford after he fights Canelo too, so we never know. The correct answer, Maurice Hope, not Carlos Santos. This was go back and just Google Wilfred Benitez, 1 punch knockout of Maurice Hope. Benitez is coming back from the defeat of Sugar Ray Leonard. He was dejected and lost, and he takes on undefeated Maurice Hope, the WBC Super Welterweight Championship, and he just landed a beautiful left hook. Oh, so sweet. Which boxer had notable Super Welterweight fights with both Mike McCallum and Terry Norris? Not saying he won them, but he had them. 1, was it Vinny Paz? 2, was it Julian Jackson? 3, was it Frank Tate? Or 4, was it Donald Curry? The correct answer, Donald Curry. Did he fight? Did Julian Jackson fight them both? Maybe he did, but if you want to object, type it in the comments at the end of the show down below. Leave it in your comment. It'll be greatly appreciated. But Donald Curry did, and Donald Curry came up as the answer. So sorry. That was a trick question. That one slipped me through in my my proofreading. Who did Davey Moore lose his WBA super welterweight title to in 1984? It wasn't in 83. It was in 84. Who was it? One, was it Wilfred Benitez? Two, was it Thomas Hearns? Three, was it Roberto Duran? Or four, was it Mike McCallum? Who was it? Yeah, I should have put lost in the question. It would have made it much better, Rascalot. I got to get in touch with you when I put these together, bro. Who did Davey Moore lose his WBA super lightweight title to, man? Benitez, Hearns, Duran, or McCallum? Hearns, Thomas Hearns, on his 32nd birthday, Madison Square Garden. Duran, amazing, man. The super welterweight division, some say it's a passing grounds, but man, right now it's the hottest thing going in boxing. So we're gonna test your knowledge. Next question coming up in just a few seconds. And it is, which fighter vacated his WBC super welterweight title in 2016 to move up to middleweight? One, was it Julian Williams? Two, was it Jamel Charlo? Three, was it Jamal Charlo? Or four, was it Demetrius Andrade? Yeah, he estimated Duran, man. Cash Sports, the box story, my brother. Salute, man. Salute. Jamal Charlo. Sliding counter. Got that one right. Time for a bong break between questions. Sugar Ray Leonard won the WBA junior middleweight title from this fighter in 1981. One, was it Thomas Hearns? Two, was it Terry Norris? Three, is it Roberto Duran? Or four, is it Ayab Kayule? Which one? I remember seeing this fight at my buddy's house. It was the original pay-per-view. It came in over the air. It didn't come in over the lines or nothing. You had to get it over the air through something called Preview TV. And it was a practice run for the Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Sliding counter. This was Ahab Kayule, and it was excuse me for a second. Spit out a little bit of this phlegm from all this smoking I do. But yeah, this was a killer card, man. It was on just before the Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns fight. This was on in like August, right around this time of year, man. I bet if I go and look in my boxing history book, it probably was. But in 1981, and they fought on the same card. Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns. They didn't fight each other. Thomas Hearns fought this dude named Pablo Baez. He was a fringe contender at welterweight. He annihilated him in 3 rounds. And Sugar Ray Leonard fought this undefeated WBA junior middleweight champion, 154-pounder, and Leonard's 147-pounder, who never had a problem making weight. And it's like, look what he's doing. He's got a multi-million-dollar fight with Thomas Hearns, signed right around the corner. And he said, fuck it, I'm gonna go and beat this big guy and put some fear into Thomas Hearns. And he did. He knocked him out. He never defended the title. He gave it up just about the day he won it. But that was his second title, the WBA junior middleweight title. Ahab Kayuli, 1981, in the summer, sometime in the summer. But it was and I didn't even get this pay-per-view service at my house. So this cat from the bar, he lived down the street from this bar I drank at. We all chipped in. I think it was like $20 for the pay-per-view, $19 or something like that. Something crazy, like $5 a piece. We all went up there, brought the beers, brought the reefer, brought the Coke, kicked back and watched Ahab Kayuli and Sugar Ray Leonard, the whole card. But it was a fun time. But so's this, right? Next question. Question number 27. Coming right up here. Which Mexican boxer lost to Jaime Munguia in 2018 for the WBO super welterweight title? One, was it Saddam Ali? Two, was it Jesus Soto Caras? Three, was it Carlos Molina? Or four, was it Antonio Margarito? Not anymore. I straightened her out. See, I was talking. I didn't want to lose my train of thought and talk over the thing. I got it. I was in controlled sliding contact. But thank you for being aware, brother. Thank you for being aware. And Cash, you gotta put the whole answer in there. You have to put Ahab Kayuli, or you gotta put the number in there. If you just put Kayuli, the computer won't recognize it. Carlos Molina, nope. Saddam Ali, the correct answer. The computer wins this one. I love it when the computer wins them. Hey, Technique, dude, how you doing, bro? No, that's all right, bro. There ain't no bad around here. It's all good, bro. It's all good. And I mean that. Ain't no bad in this room, man. You want to see the bad? You know where to go. Technique will give you the links. Terry Norris lost and won his 154-pound title against who? He lost it and he won it. Against who? One, was it Simon Brown? Two, was it Meldrick Taylor? Three, was it Luis Santana? Or four, was it Julian Jackson? I recognize it, Cass, but the computer doesn't. And that's what counts in this game here. For instance, the correct answer to this one, as we all know, this was, he lost the title on a foul twice. Fake, too, man. The dude had his eyes open. It was bizarre circumstances, to say the least. But the correct answer is Luis Santana. Beat him on a foul. Then in the rematch, beat him on another foul. And then Terry Norris knocked him out in the third fight. Controversially, because Santana says he wasn't knocked out. But it was a crazy series. It was in like 1995, and it was bizarre. They were on the Mike Tyson undercards, the Julio Chavez undercards. But what a trilogy they had, man. Bizarre. Which future Hall of Famer defeated Maurice Blanca for a super welterweight title in 1993? One, was it Terry Norris? Two, Roy Jones Jr.? Three, Pernell Whitaker? Or four, Oscar De La Hoya? You got to read the whole question sliding counter. It was for the title. It was losing the title and winning the title. Which future Hall of Famer defeated Maurice Blanca for a super welterweight title in 1993? Terry Norris. Here you go. There's a Terry Norris one right there. But sliding counter was on that one. Cass said Whitaker. Close. That's what. See, Cass, he told me before he don't like to play in here because he gets them wrong and he feels bad. He feels embarrassed. I said, man, don't feel embarrassed. This is a game. This is like trivia, like going to the bar and playing trivia. And nobody's ever gotten them all right in here. I offered one guy $1,000. He was an asshole. He says, come to my trivia game. I'll give you a grand. You know, you ain't got a grand. I flashed him a grand. I said, I ain't got a grand. Here you go. Right out of the tube under my mattress. He wouldn't come over here. Who was the first boxer to stop Julian Jackson at super welterweight? See, we're getting into these crazy Julian Jackson and Norris McCallum, but who was the first boxer to stop the Hawk? One, was it Terry Norris? Two, was it Mike McCallum? Three, was it Harold Graham? Or four, was it Gerald McClellan? The first boxer to stop Julian Jackson in a super welterweight fight. And didn't they both go down in this fight too, man? Wasn't this like a Rock'em Sock'em Robots? I think it was. But who was the cat who did he? Mike McCallum, sliding counter, knew that one. Wasn't this a knockdown brawl, bro? Yeah, wasn't this like a whoa? Unbelievable, McCallum. What a jaw he had, huh? Brother Albuga, salute to you, my man. Salute, man. I forget what number we're on. It'll tell us in a second. I think we're like closing right in. I got 40 tonight. Just a quickie. It's like I tell my wife every morning, come on, baby, just a quickie. You get away from me with that. Who did Austin Trout defeat in 2011 to win the vacant WBA super welterweight title? One, was it Rigoberto Alvarez? Two, was it Ishe Smith? Three, was it Delvin Rodriguez? Or four, was it Cornelius Bundrich? This could be a tough one. Rigoberto Alvarez. The board stumped us all. Worry not. Like I said earlier, a learning game. Rigoberto Alvarez, will remember that now when you see Austin Trout's name. You say, oh yeah, man, you beat Rigoberto Alvarez. They're going to look at you saying, man, you some kind of a freaking boxing historian? Say, no, I just go to Bruce Gass's channel. Next question. Which boxer was known for his defensive style and lost a close one to Canelo Alvarez in 2014? One, was it Miguel Cotto? Two, was Esander Lara? Three, Austin Trout? Or four, Alfredo Angulo? He lost a close one. A defensive specialist lost a close one to Canelo Alvarez in 2014. Who was it? Take a guess, please. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Oh, too late now. This one they still talk about when they talk about Canelo. Oh, he lost to Lara. No, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. Did you see the fight? Go watch it. Score it. Very, very close fight. Some say he did lose it. But the correct answer, and sliding counter and cast, jumping in there. Next question coming up shortly. What question are we on? See, I should start doing these during the day again, because I do these at night and nobody comes because there's so much shit going on. I do them during the day, I get 20 people come in here. I do them at night, I'm lucky if I got a half dozen. But anyway, which fighter did Miguel Cotto defeat in 2014 to win the WBC middleweight title after moving up? One, was it Sergio Martinez? Two, was it Joshua Clottey? Three, was it Canelo Alvarez? Or four, was it Austin Trout? Which fighter did Miguel Cotto defeat in 2014 to win the WBC middleweight title after moving up?
All we want to do is get a funky for you.
Sergio Martinez.
All we want to do.
When Thomas Hearns knocked out Roberto Duran, what title was on the line? One, was it the WBC Super Middleweight title? Two, was it the WBA Super Middleweight title? Three, was it the Unified WBA WBC/154? Or two, was it the IBF Super Middleweight? These are all wrong. It should be the Super Welterweight. I made a mistake when I typed that in there, but consider this the Super Welterweight. So just replace welterweight for middleweight for welterweight. You know what I'm saying, right? How could I have done that? I couldn't have been stoned, so I just got back from the damn funeral. Sorry about that. But anyway, the correct answer is the WBA. The correct answer is the WBC middleweight title. Roberto Duran actually had the WBA, but he was supposed to fight Mike McCallum, and he took the big money and went after Hearns, so he gave up the WBA. McCallum ended up getting that for the vacant belt, but it was for the WBC Super Welterweight title. So if there was any misunderstandings there, I straightened it out. Which Puerto Rican boxer won the WBO Super Welterweight title in 2000? One, was it Wilfred Vasquez? Two, Miguel Cotto? Three, Ivan Calderon? Or four, Daniel Santos? Which of these Puerto Ricans won the WBO Super Welterweight title in 2000?
Michael Nemler on keyboards and vocals. Chris Atkins back here on guitar.
Hey, Cool K, what's up, brother? Thank you much for stopping by. Which Puerto Rican boxer won the WBO Super Welterweight title in 2000? Which one was it? Let me get this band back up on stage. No breaks here. Thank you, boys. Back to the game. The correct answer on this is Daniel Santos. Sliding counter got that one. Cool K comes in, gets parried. The first punch gets blocked, but he's still on his feet. Next round, coming right up here. The next question is, who ended Jarrett Hurd's unbeaten streak in 2019? One, was it Tony Harrison? Two, was it Julian Williams? Three, was it Jamel Charlo? Or four, was Arislande Lara? Julian J-Rock Williams. Rolling with the punches. Sneaks in here and gets one in there. But sliding counter, man. Like I said earlier, he knows what I'm saying. This is Mike Tyson, 87. It's like the slaughter of the lambs here. Which boxer fought 3 times against Luis Santana, all ending controversially? See, I put this in there earlier, but we already gave you the answer. So, which boxer fought 3 times against Luis Santana? Was it Vinny Paz? 2, Terry Norris? 3, Simon Brown? Or 4, Julian Jackson? Oh, I dig this. This is Bourbon Street Jazz, New Orleans Cajun Jazz. The correct answer is Terry Norris. Sliding counter. My man rolling with the Vinny Paz. I got to give Vinny a buzz. I got a new phone now because I had an Obama phone for many years, but the thing was working fine, but it died on me where I'd be talking to somebody and it would just go off, and it really sucked. But anyway, I got a new one now. I got I don't know what it is. I think it's a good one. It's a good one. But I can talk to people again. Santana was playing dead for sure. Which boxer was nicknamed the Beast and fought at super welterweight in the 80s? 1. Matthew Hilton. 2. Lupe Aquino. 3. John Mugabe. Or 4. Davey Moore. Motorola, that's what it is. I mean, this is why there's only 40 on here. I only had like a couple of hours to put this together, and man, I'm telling you, I ran out of questions. I said, I can't just keep putting them in here. I'm repeating myself. I said, instead of 50, I'll make it 40. And then I'm saying, shit, I should have made 50. I got an hour here. Here we're at John Mugabe. Roland, I love you, brother. I love you. That was the most answered questions all eve.
So many things to do in New Orleans.
So many things to do in New Orleans. Hey, brother, Just Do, man. Just Do. Remember we were talking about 154 today? I said I got to go put a trivia quiz for 154 pounds. And, brother, you was on my mind. I put it together, and here it is. You came in at the tail end, but I'm telling you, I dedicate it to you, brother. There ain't nothing better than 154 right now. Which organization introduced the super welterweight division first? 1 was it the WBO, 2 the WBC, 3 the WBA, or 4 the IBF. But thankfully for this division, boxing is so hot, you could take any contender, put them on a dartboard, throw it at them, and you got a prime matchup right there. But which organization introduced this division? Windows closed. Get your answer in there, man.
This is one of our new songs.
The correct answer is the WBA. Sorry, boys. WBA did it before anybody else.
This is one of the songs.
They were recognizing this belt in the 40s, the 50s, the early down the line. Who did Roberto Duran defeat in 1983 to win the WBA super welterweight title? Yeah, see, I was starting to repeat myself, but this is the last question. 40 questions, like I said earlier. Anybody who doesn't get this one, they get a slap in the head. I gave you the answer. I gave you the night, the reason. On his 32nd birthday, they sang happy birthday to him at the freaking sold out Madison Square Garden. It was a sad night, the night that Louis Resto got his gloves tampered with and destroyed the career of Billy Collins, another promising junior middleweight, super welterweight. And of course, it was Davey Moore. Like I said, we said this one earlier, but what a night it was. If you haven't seen this night, I think there's got to be specials on the whole night, man. The whole freaking what happened, the tragedy of the Collins and Resto, and the fucking Duran coming on his birthday, winning a title, being the underdog. But man, that was the game. That was the game right there. Let me check this out here, man. Sliding counter. 28 out of the 40, and maybe even 2 more, because I'm sure I fucked a couple of them up. I didn't really proofread or anything on this game, but sliding counter came in here like a madman. Nobody was getting in his way tonight. No contenders or pretenders, bro. This man was taking everybody out like a hot knife through butter. Like Grant took Richmond. Shout out to sliding counter on his victory tonight, man. Talib Cunningham came in. Rascalot came around. Cool Kid came in late. Cass came in, rolling with the punches. Crush. XV, a couple other you cats came in there earlier, man. But Slide Encounter, thanks for coming, bro. I appreciate you cats coming in here. Hey, man, I try to put out the notices, and I even try to put out a post on the game. But regardless, man, I did it more for me than for you. I had a fucking, I don't want to call it a bad day. You know, it was just a very real day. You know, I saw, you know, the whole day started off on a reality. My wife had to go to the doctors today, and everything was cool with her. It was just a follow-up checkup. But you know, we got to take care of ourselves, man. My buddy, we scattered his ashes today on the Palmer River, and I needed an escape. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to deal with drama. I wanted to deal with boxing. And I said, you know, where can I go escape with boxing? The only good channel I know on here running at this time is me. So let's do it to it. But anyway, man, thank you all for coming in here. Your boy Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Please put your comments down below. Any topics you want to run trivia on, just write them down below, and I'll do the best I can. And I'm out of here, man. Stone Cold, thank you for coming in, brother. Peace.